One of the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter movement, her name is Patrisse Cullors, signs a major TV deal with Warner Brothers to produce television content for them. The LA Times reports, and I quote, "Building on her political activism, the Los Angeles native plans to work with the studio to develop scripted dramas and comedies, docuseries, and animated programming for children, young adults, and families," end quote. But this is the scary part. This is what Patrisse Cullors admits herself, and I quote, "As a longtime community organizer and social justice activist, I believe that my work behind the camera will be an extension of the work I've been doing for the last 20 years, end quote. An extension of the work she's been doing for the past 20 years? Let's see, what work has Patrisse Cullors done the past 20 years? This is a woman who says she is a trained Marxist. She founded the Black Lives Matter movement based on a lie that Black men are systemically gunned down by police because of the color of their skin. Every statistic and every analysis of police-involved shootings contradicts that lie. The lying is Patrisse Cullors' means to an end. Patrisse Cullors said in a video from 2015 that the Black Lives Matter movement is rooted in Marxist ideology. Cullors admitted this with her own words. Take a listen.
I think of a lot of things. The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists. We are super versed on sort of ideological theories. And I think that what we really try to do is build a movement that could be utilized by many, many Black folk.
Is that the work she's going to continue to advance in her new TV job? Cullors also said she's anti-Trump, which, duh, that's a no-brainer. But she's not just anti-Trump. Cullors didn't want to wait for an election to oust Donald Trump from office. She told CNN's Jake Tapper that they're trying to get rid of Trump now. She said, and I quote, "He is not fit for office. And so what we are going to push for is a move to get Trump out," end quote. And shall we look at the radical leftist policies behind the Black Lives Matter movement? And before any leftists claim the Black Lives Matter movement isn't the same as blacklivesmatter.com, I am pulling this information directly from blacklivesmatter.com because that is the ideology Patrisse Cullors supports. Defund the police, destroy the nuclear family, abolish prisons. Can you imagine? What happens if you defund or disband the police? People get hurt, especially minority communities and women and children. Abolish prisons? What happens if you abolish prisons? Criminals commit more crimes. And who gets hurt the worst? Minority communities and women and children. Destroy the nuclear family? What happens when you destroy the nuclear family? People are hurt, especially families of color, minority communities, and women and children. So don't tell me the Black Lives Matter movement and the underpinning ideology is about Black Lives Matter when the Marxist policies Patrisse Cullors espouses hurts Black people the most. And by the way, in the world of Patrisse Cullors, we wouldn't be allowed to have this conversation because Cullors claims hate speech is not protected under the First Amendment, and she labels speech she doesn't like as white supremacist hate speech. By the way, hate speech is actually protected under the First Amendment, and that is why we have a right to free speech, because people like Patrisse Cullors would label any speech they don't like as racist hate speech in order to silence dissent. So make no mistake, when Warner Brothers says that Cullors will build on her political activism to produce TV shows and docuseries and programming for children, young adults, and families, and when Cullors herself admits her new deal will be an extension of the work she's done for the past 20 years, what she means is she's going to use television to indoctrinate children, teens, and families, especially people of color, with Marxism.